Welcome back to Dewan Pundit Indonesia. Jebret team, in this segment we turn our attention to the Indonesian national team as they gear up for the 2024 ASEAN Cup after a narrow 2-1 win over Bali United in a friendly with goals from Marcelino Ferdinand and Arkan Kaka from the penalty spot. Shin Tae-yong's intense training regime in Bali is starting to show results. How sure are you of this squad, of the names that Shin Tae-yong has called for? What do you think our chances can be in the tournament?
I think the preparation is according to plan. Of course, a lot of players are not on par with what Shin Tae-yong prefers physical-wise, fitness-wise. So they work a lot in the gym in the early morning sessions, and they work a lot in trying to get the players fitter, better, faster.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a challenge playing against the likes of even Myanmar in the opening match. The game against Bali United is a great warm-up for the players in trying to have the minutes on board in terms of playing and the experience of playing together in the squad. And I think the choice for Ferrari to become captain is a good choice with the experience that he has playing or even training alongside Luis Querido. It's a great experience for him, and he can play well to organize the players as well. So again, I think that choice is good if he is the main captain, because it's only a warm-up match. The downside of it is a couple of players injured and getting sick. And I think Alphonse Wipe is a player that I rate highly, because if you see him in the Liga 1, he is that one young player that can play multiple positions the way that Shin Tae-yong likes. But unfortunately, he is sick, so he's not going to be in the squad. And in that front line, if you see Hoki Charaka, because I think Hoki is going to be the starter there. Hoki Charaka, last couple of games for PSS, not scoring, but playing very well, showing the grit, the fight, determination, being in position, just unlucky with the finishes. And I think if he starts alongside Ronaldo Kwate is also a player that can combine well with Hoki Charaka. If we see their performances in the Under-20 Asian Cup in Uzbekistan, I think that will be the partnership to go for Shin Tae-yong in this tournament. And it's going to be exciting because the quality of the young players that we have here is one of the best in terms of potential. So it's great to figure out what they can do in the first game against Myanmar.
I was just about to ask you that, because there's a story that's been going around is that national team manager reveals coach Shin Tae-yong prefers Hoki Charaka over Jens Rafe, and it has been sparking debates about what Shin Tae-yong values most in his players.
Yeah, I've been with Jens. He's still in that development phase. I think even when he's playing for the under-20 teams, he's still younger than they are. Like he's still 18. He's still on that forward trajectory. Maybe his time is not now because, we know the IFF, the characteristics of the teams that play in that tournament. I think is better suited to Hoki, who has experience in the senior level in Liga 1. I mean, the other problem with the team right now is how they are gelling, how to make that chemistry, because this team is not by all means new. This is the team that was previously assembled for the Under-20 World Cup that got cancelled, but they haven't met because
of something
into
that
the rabbit hole there.
I'm late. Into the rabbit hole.
We go. But the players there, even though they were assembled back then, but after that they don't have that much time together again, so they need to rebuild that chemistry. That's what Arhan said after the Bali game. They said that even though they played against majority of the youth players from Bali, they said it's not about the results, but about the chemistry between the players, because it's important to build that chemistry, because over the 10-day period of the training camp, the players come in at different phases. They are still waiting for Asnawi, because Asnawi is playing for Port FC in the Champions League.
So he's going to join in Myanmar, right?
Yeah, he's gonna join
5th,
at the 5th. He's gonna join with Pak Sumarji. He's gonna go in late, and Lino at least it is squad. Arhan also at the squad, but Rafael I think
On
Brisbane
the
on the 17th.
Yeah, 17.
On if I when we go to the semi-final, he'll be joining there. But Koshin wants the federation to lobby Brisbane more to have him in the group phases because we know.
I think if they know who to call, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's not exactly that hard to find in the phone
What do you mean know who to call?
for Eric.
Yeah, I have the number on my phone.
Oh, okay.
If they
Someone to
need,
call.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, it's not that difficult, but yeah, at least with Arhan and Asnawi at the team, we've got that core player, Marcelino, of course. The Vietnamese media have also written about this. They remember the impact of Arhan's throw-in, especially in the semi-final of the SEA Games in 2023, where 2 of the 3 goals that we scored that day comes in from Arhan's throw-in. Even the game in SUGBK, Gelora Bung Karno, when we defeated them 1-0. The scrimmage begins when Egy Maulana Fikri scored. It begins from the throw-in, so they put in a lot of effort to. I think they will try to nullify Arhan's threat in the training camp.
That game will be very, very tricky for Indonesia. But fortunately, it's the 3rd game. So if we collect 6 points, then we can settle for a draw. We can rotate. But again, the Vietnamese players are very determined in trying to beat us after 3 horrible results for them. The game in Median where we destroyed them, courtesy of Ratna Ratmangun's brilliance and Izzes as well.
Izzes,
So the fixtures here with the schedule, I think it's helpful for Indonesia with the start against Myanmar and against Laos. At home, again, we have to travel to Vietnam and then closing out the group stages against Philippines, also in Surakarta. So we can get probably 10 points is okay to be top and maybe to not play against Thailand because whoever Thailand sends, it's still Thailand, very dangerous. Even Malaysia in that group is one team that we have to take an eye on because, again, there's ambitions. So for the teams such as Malaysia, Thailand, even Singapore, Vietnam, Myanmar, they have an ambition in trying to beat Indonesia. Indonesia now is the ceiling for ASEAN football. And this is a new territory. And I hope the players enjoy this challenge. And I hope they play as best as they can with the quality that they have. But again, without Ivar Jenner, I think this is a bit problematic for any squad. For Pasukan Garuda, whether it's the senior side or the age teams, I think without this one guy, we struggle a bit.
Yeah, we saw in the Asian Cup his impact, his assist for Rafa Sroik, especially against South Korea. That's a great assist. So, maybe we are the ceiling in this region, but I think this team is different from the team that plays in the World Cup qualification. So I guess manage expectations from all of us. But I think this is a great tournament for our B-level players. I mean, I will not call them B-level players. I mean, our next in line for the national team players, the likes of Ferrari.
The next gen.
Yeah, the next generation to come and have a say. I can do this. The likes of hockey, he's mingling with the senior team players, but he never got that chance to come in the bench. I mean, even when we are looking for goals against Bahrain, against China, he's still sitting on the bench. This is the tournament for him. This is the tournament for him to shine, show himself that he can do it. And from what I read from the media also, that he says that he wants to prove himself. He wants to be the top scorer in this tournament. That's a great mentality from him. And also with Arkan, we have that young players, that explosive player, who maybe in the past few games for what age group, but maybe he needs also to prove himself. This is also a great opportunity for them. And I think with the ASEAN Mitsubishi Electric Cup, this is the great moment for them to have a say, to knock on the door as you will for the national team players who also we know in the first game in March we don't have Ragnar. Maybe Ole Romeni will come in, but maybe if Coach Shin saw what hockey will bring in this tournament, maybe he can have he can prioritize hockey. But yeah, this is a young team. This is a very young team. This is not at all unfamiliar with Coach Shin, because he brought a young team in the IFF, the last IFF, and also the Asian Cup. We were one of the younger team in the senior Asian Cup and the under-23 Nations Cup. He likes to work with youngsters. That's one of his plus points. So I think this is very, very good for the regeneration of our national team.
I think the manager even mentioned that as well. Like the point of having these players in is for the regeneration for the next coming years. And I think, the significance of how significant was it to win against Bali. It doesn't look. It matters if you win or lose, yes, but it matters more how you progress through it. And Arhan said it himself. Like we're starting to mingle. Players coming in a bit late, but now we're starting to talk. Giving each other feedbacks after the games.
Yep.
So that's the important bit of it. And you also brought that World Cup qualifying confidence in some of the players as well. So I think it's good progress. I like our chances on paper. Again, I agree with Adi if it's. Thailand is Thailand. But I like our chances on paper. I think our nation is quite confident. Don't get overconfident, and it's now for the players how to turn that confidence into, a positive result and not get too carried away. I think Arhan also said everybody is a challenge here. Who they're playing are all challenging. So we don't want to get too carried away with what we have. Missing Ivar Jenner is going to be a problem. But I think the core players from the World Cup qualifying team who are in this team right now can give a good boost to the young. I mean, they're still young, but the other players are so young. So, so I think positively of it.
Adi, as the favorite among viewers, last statement before we close the episode.
Create positive impressions for Sintayong.
Okay.
The young up and coming players that still haven't have the chance to play for the senior squad. This is your time to play your best. Rivaldo Pakpahan is a talent as well there. You can learn a lot from Asnawi, from Pratama Arhan. So the environment is very positive. The players are very helpful to one another. So again, that first match, if we can get through that with a good result, keep a clean sheet and win, and I think the second game will be much more easier. And then the toughest opponent will be Vietnam on the 15th. And I trust the squad. I trust the boys. We believe in the coach as well, Sintayong, and we know what he can deliver with young players. And now it's up to the young players to perform to their utmost best. And I think with the federation behind the squad as well, we're going through to the finals. It's now just who are we going to face in the final? It's either Vietnam or Thailand.
Yeah.
Bold.
All right. Thank you, Adi. Thank you,
Thank you so
Kiko.
much.
Thank you,
everyone.
Mas Firzi. Thank you for watching
Thank you.
DPI English version, everyone. We'll see you guys on the next episode next week.